The banner isn't blocking anybody.
No.
Okay. Wonder if this is working. I guess I should go on YouTube and hear it. Hello.
Noise.
Oh, it tells us. Oh, work.
Very cool.
Okay. That was easy.
Wow.
Wow.
Who needs Twitch? Hello, Antoinette. How are you?
We have not really started yet. We're trying to figure things out here.
We're going to be reading Fifth Wing, a Fourth Wing parody. Okay.
All that stuff.
Yeah. Oh, Antoinette left. It's just Jess.
Hi, Antoinette.
Is that
One of our fans.
one of many of our fans. Okay. Here. Huh? Okay. No. Welcome to the live book club. YouTube and TikTok. We are finishing a Fifth Wing, which is
book.
a Fifth Wing, which is a Fourth Wing parody by Reid Mockery. So it ends on chapter 19 and we're on chapter 13. So we're going to finish it today.
We're going to fly through it.
We're going to fly through it because I can't stand it anymore.
Oh, wait. I was looking at which chapters are the shortest
Let me read
ones.
this first one.
I was going to say the first one's less than 10 pages.
Yeah. I'm like, let me read this first one.
Honestly, the
All
rest
you.
of them are like less than 10 pages.
Oh, work.
Okay. Basically.
Nice.
The last one might be the... No, yeah. They're all 10 pages.
Vile Soren butt. Yep.
Vile Soren fucking butt. Okay. How does the YouTube one work? Like, is there someone watching us or is that one of you guys?
I think that's me.
Oh.
I'm here in the chat.
Alrighty. So we're on chapter 13 of Fifth Wing by, what's his name again? Mockery.
Reid Mockery.
Reid
I
Mockery.
think she goes by.
They. Reid Mockery.
They, them.
So chapter 13. Listen, everyone. Listen. Sorry. Whoa. There's a comma there. Listen, everyone is entitled to my opinion. General Gladys Sorenbutt, Mudbath Community War College. The wind rips through my hair. My stomach churns in that sickening way that tells me this is going to end in vomit. Again. Torn, my massive, stubborn, beautifully reckless dragon twists midair, his black and silver wings cutting through the sky like he belongs here, which he does. I, on the other hand, am a ground creature who had made an unfortunate pact with gravity that I can never seem to break. Relax, purple one. Relax, I choke, gripping the saddle so hard my knuckles ache. I feel like my intestines are about to crawl out of my throat. Then you should have chewed your breakfast slowly or skipped it altogether. Before I can argue that that I had barely eaten, Torn, I forgot that's his name. I was like, what? Torn does a sharp dive, tucking his wings in close before snapping them open again in a sharp updraft. My visions blurs and my stomach twists violently. Nope. No. I barely manage to yank my head over the side before my body betrays me and my breakfast takes a nosedive toward the forest below. Torn sighs, the deep, wary sound of a creature who has given up on me entirely. You are disgusting. I wipe my mouth with the back of my sleeve and groan. I'm sorry, my body rejects being hurled through the sky at breakneck speeds. Maybe we should take a break? Good idea. You are a miserable rider and I need to eat. I should be offended, but I don't care at this point. The moment Torn lands with a heavy thud, I slide off his back and immediately collapse on the grass, spreading my arms wide as if the ground itself can anchor me back to life. Torn wastes no time. He lumbers toward a small herd of goats that was too stupid to run when they saw a dragon descend from the sky. He snatches up two of them with his talons and crunches down, bones snapping, the sound somehow making my nausea worse. Then, as if that isn't enough, he sniffs the air and ambles toward a patch of thick mushrooms, his massive tail dragging across the ground. Ah, these are the good ones. I lift my head. The good ones? Torn doesn't answer. He just rips them up with his teeth, chewing with the kind of slow pleasure that makes me deeply suspicious. 5 minutes later, his pupils are blown wide and he has slumped onto his side, letting out a deep, satisfied sigh. You're drunk, I realize, watching his wings droop in a way I had never seen before. Maybe that's my way of coping with my marriage. You have a mate? Who? That blue bitch. What? Are you mated to Frail? That's Zayden's dragon. I'm assuming that's how you're going to say her name.
Frail.
Yes, that's the one. She loves him better than me, and she is a terrible mother to... Ah, damn it. That's not true. Yes, it is. She begged me to abort the egg.
Oh,
But
no.
honestly, I bear the guilt of ah, damn it's condition. Why is that? So Frail and I were young. We took a lot of drugs. We ate a lot of fermented grapes. I used to kick her egg like a ball. One time I dropped that egg off a cliff, but she hatched anyway. Damn, Torn. Yes, I have a retarded dragon.
Oh no.
Don't say that. People find that offensive. People, huh? Well, dragons still say it all the time. I groan, rubbing my temples. You're supposed to be training me, not getting high off wild mushrooms and snacking on goats like an overgrown winged menace. Torn lets out a slow, lazy chuckle, his tail flicking through the grass. You are not built for flying. I'm not built for patience. We both must accept the way things are. I throw a stick at his giant scaly side, but he doesn't flinch. Great, I mutter, staring at the sky I was supposed to conquer. My dragon is a lightweight, and I still can't fly without puking. Torn lets out a loud, undignified snore. This is going well. Satan leans against the doorframe of my dorm, looking so unfairly good that my brain short circuits for a second. His dark hair is a little messy, like he just ran his hands through it, and a sharp jawline could cut glass. Those storm gray eyes flick over me, slow and deliberate, before he steps inside, crowding my space in the best way. I'm instantly wet. How was flight training today? Not that good. I'm still throwing up. Try skipping breakfast. Torn says the same thing. Fuck you both. A girl has to eat. Okay. Tell me about how your channeling is going. You have any sign of a signet? Channeling the power and signet of a dragon is a rare and formidable ability that requires a deep bond between the wielder and the dragon. This connection is not only physical, but also spiritual, demanding resilience, discipline, and an understanding of the dragon's will. Those who successfully channel this power gain extraordinary strength, speed, and magical abilities. However, the process is not without risk. If one's resolve falters, the dragon's might can overwhelm them, leading to dire consequences. So far, Torn has not channeled me shit. Nothing. It has been 3 weeks. Be patient. It will come. You should have told me Torn and Safrail are a mated pair. I thought you would find out eventually. What does that mean? What it means is if my dragon dies, I die. And if Torn dies, Safrail will die as well. Also me. Come again? If both Torn and you die, Safrail and I will die as well. You're telling me if Safrail dies, Torn will die as well, and me? Not necessarily you. If you die, I die, vice versa. But it is not certain both dragons will die if both of us are dead. Wait a minute. What happens when both our dragons die? Both of us die. Suppose the deaths come from sickness or flying into a mountain, I ask. The codex never mentions the cause of death. I suppose you can raise the question in class. That sucks. You have to be aware. The unbonded cadets will try to kill you more when you are bonded with the most dangerous dragon in Mudbath. Great. I put a spell lock in your door. You should be safe at night. Thanks. You want to make out? Zayden moves toward me. His movement's deliberate, as if the weight of what he carries demands reverence. Without a word, he holds out a long cloth-wrapped bundle, the fabric worn yet carefully tied. I take it, the weight of it unfamiliar, substantial, yet lacking the solid density of steel. Slowly, I unravel the cloth, revealing the hilt of a dagger with 2 handles, no blade. My fingers trace the intricate engravings along the pommel. The twin crossbars extending outward like the wings of some predatory bird. The leather binding of the grip is smooth, molded perfectly for a firm hold. Since you can't throw a dagger on target, I made you this. You can throw at anything and it will fly true. Aw, thanks, Zayden's. Check it out. Try to hit the door. I fling it and it hits Zayden's behind me. Oh, sorry. Try again. Feel the weight in your wrist and let it fly. I concentrate a moment and throw it. It hits the door and bounces back, hitting my face. You'll get better, he says. How long did it take you to find out you Signet? It should say you're, right?
Yeah.
Who proofread this?
No one, clearly. Not long, about 3 days. You never told me what it is. Only a handful of people know. Well, will you tell me? He stands up and starts pacing around the room. I am an orgasmic. You're a what? An orgasmic. My signet is my ability to cause people or animals to orgasm instantly. I burst out laughing so hard I pee myself a little bit. I know it's a little strange, but it can be deadly. Mudbath has not seen that signet from a dragon in 200 years. I continue to laugh while I fall on my cot, rolling from side to side. You actually fuck people to death. It's not like that. This is so fucking stupid. That is the funniest thing I have ever heard. I say, wiping my tears away. Now, tell me your real signet. No kidding around this time. I can see that he is starting to get a bit annoyed. Zayden holds up his fist and lowers his brows. What are you doing? Showing you. Instantly, my body has a total orgasmic convulsion. I lose myself for 30 seconds and somehow end up on the floor, panting and covered in sweat. I'm shivering as Zayden helps me get back up. You have... Oh, wait. Did I go backwards? Yes. Holy shit. I wasn't joking. Apparently not. Most orgasmics, again, what? Tend not to survive beyond their first encounter when the signet manifests itself. Oh, I see. Okay, sorry. I did. It was hard, believe me. When you possess such power, the hardest lesson is not using it for yourself. I was stuck in my room for 2 weeks trying to learn how to control it. How many orgasms did you have during that time? I averaged about 32 a day. Eventually, I managed to gain control. I even used it in battle once. A griffin was flying away from us. I activated my signet, causing it to convulse before crashing into the mountain. Damn right. When I use it, I'm tired after. It drains my strength. Makes sense. Are you tired now? Yes. I was hoping possibly you could show it to me again. Good night, Vile. Wait, don't go. One more time. He left. Holy hell. Grr.
Oh, God. Not an orgasmic.
Was that supposed to be the spicy chapter then?
I guess so.
Apparently.
All right. Hey, there's someone on. Hi.
Finally.
Hi. It's not just me here.
Don't leave.
Whoever you are, please stay. I
There's
promise
another
we're
person on TikTok
we're funny.
too.
All right.
Oh,
Dun,
sorry.
dun,
Let me
dun,
turn this
dun,
on.
dun, dun. Ah, shit. Oh, shit. Whatever. All right. Chapter 14. According to the map, we've only gone 4 inches. Cadet Vile Soren, but Mudbath Community War College. I cling to Torn's saddle like a drunkard clinging to their last bottle of ale, my knuckles white and my stomach churning in ways that should not be happening at this altitude. The wind howls in my ears, my eyes water, and my thighs burn from gripping this massive body for dear life. You're supposed to be helping me, I shout over the rushing wind. Torn in his infinite arrogance, tilts his head slightly, one of his massive eyes rolling back to glance at me as if to say, this is entirely a you problem. And honestly, it was. I had eaten far too much before this flight. After all, if I was going to face an untimely death, I want to do it at least on a full stomach. Now I regret that choice. The queasiness roils in my stomach, rising up my throat like some monstrous tide. I'm gonna be sick, I groan. Torn snorts. What else is new? Just keep it steady. No more sudden Torn dives. My stomach flips inside out. I scream. I clutch at his neck, my boots slipping from the stirrups, my arms barely holding me to the saddle. This is it. I'm going to die right here, right now. A splattered mess somewhere below. And then, as if things couldn't get worse, oh, but they could, I lose the battle. The nausea wins. I throw up mid-air. The wind takes it, which means I don't even know where it goes. But in my flailing panic, I'm trying to wipe my mouth and regain control. My elbow knocks against the crossbow strapped to my hip. And because the universe hates me, my twitchy fingers accidentally firing. Okay.
Jesus.
I'm just thinking like how. A sharp thwip rings out, and a split second later, Torn lets out an ear-splitting roar. Oh no. Did I? Torn's body twists unnaturally, and suddenly I'm upside down. My harness snaps loose. I scream as gravity takes me, and then I am falling. I catch a glimpse of Torn spiraling, his tail flicking wildly, and oh look, an arrow sticking out of it. Oh, come on, I shriek as I tumble toward my death. Torn, now fully realizing what had just happened, abandons his own pain to snap out his wings and dive after me. I'm flipping, spinning, cursing, and possibly crying, but let's not focus on that. The ground is rushing up way too fast. And then, with a terrifying sharp jerk, Torn catches me. Or more specifically, my entire body slams into his talon, and he squeezes just enough that I know without a doubt I will have some truly horrific bruises. We hover there in awkward silence. Torn's eye swivels toward me, unimpressed. I wheeze, dangling from his grasp like a particularly sad sack of potatoes. He lets go. I plummet all of 3 feet before landing smack on my back. I groan. Damn it, you shot me. Listen, I croak, before you get all judgmental, I think we can both agree this was an accident. Torn bares his teeth. Get up off your ass and pull it out. Okay, I'm really sorry, all my fault, but in my defense, pull it out. I do. Torn's face contorts with rage, his nostrils flaring like those of an angry bull. I barely have time to brace myself before he releases a furious snort. No, a full-on explosion of snot and spit right in my direction. It hits me like a warm, wet slap, coating my clothes, face, and nice boots. I gag, stumbling backward and wiping frantically at my face, but the damage is done. Torn just stands there, nostrils still flaring and chest heaving, daring me to push him further. Fuck this. Torn doesn't say a word after that. He simply turns and takes off, his wings beating against the cold mountain air. I stand there, watching him disappear into the sky, my breath coming out in short, angry puffs. The wind howls around me, biting through my clothes. When I look down, Mudbath is nothing but a distant smudge on the horizon, miles away. My legs ache at the thought of the walk back. I clench my fists, swallowing the frustration burning in my throat. I deserve it. Fine. I spit into the dirt, square my shoulders, and start down the rocky slope. I skate to a stop as I nearly barrel into Aw Damn It, my rooster-tailed dragon. Rooster-tailed dragon?
Remember I told you, I was like, she reminds me of Hey Hey.
Oh, yeah.
That's what you picture. That's what I picture.
Yeah. That's a good picture. She squawks, the sharp, rattling sound grating against my ears, and immediately turns, stepping backward in a stiff, deliberate march. Hello, little fella. Hello, Vile. I stop. You can talk? Yes, no thanks to my parents. Did Torn tell you what they did to me while I was an egg? Yes, it's awful. Their actions left me almost retarded, but I eventually got better. Torn still thinks you are special needs. I know, that's why I do all the squawking. It works. I prefer to keep my parents believing I messed up. It shows them that they were wrong about what they did to me. You like them feeling guilty? Yes, like your own mother treats you. Yes, I get it, but Torn can hear my thoughts? I learned how to block my parents out years ago. He can't hear our conversation. That's awesome. Can you teach me? Torn can get annoying. Sure. Her beady eyes flick past me to Mudbath, her muddy scales dripping filth onto the ground. Both of us proceed down the path. This is a long way to walk. Do you want to fly with me? You can fly too? Of course I can fly. I am a dragon. Okay. She bends down and I raise my left leg to mount her. She lets out a groan and tries to flap her wings. We rise off the ground about a foot. Get off, damn girl. Sorry. Aw Damn It is panting and sits down to rest. Walking is better. You need to exercise. Aw Damn It? Yes. I'm getting worried about Torn's signet. Most of the other writers already have theirs. You're almost there. I heard Torn and Safrael talking about it last night. But you really fucked it up today. That will cost you another week at least. Yeah. You want to know what his signet is? God, yes, please tell me. Okay, but you can't tell anybody. I promise. When you channel Torn's power, you can skip to the front of any line you want. What? Torn's power makes you skip to the front. The baddest dragon in Boudoir has the signet ability to skip? You have to be kidding me. Yes, isn't that awesome? I knew you would like that. Yes, hooray for me. I can't wait to tell all my friends. I bet they will be so jealous. That's way better than my signet. What's that? Lightning. What? You'll be able to wield lightning through your fingers, nostrils, and your ass, depending on the kind of power you are. Oh, God. I stop walking and look at Aw Damn It. I know it's lame, but you could cook food with it or scare your friends. I'm sorry. The air is cold when I step out of the castle's looming shadow, my boots crunching against the gravel path, and there he is, Xaden's, leaning against the stone pillar like he has all the time in the world, dark eyes flicking up to mine. Okay, I know this is a parody book, but I'm just thinking back to the actual book and how much I really liked this scene. With was it snow?
Yes,
I think
when it was snowing.
Yeah.
They're not getting to any of what happened in the real book.
No, they just making up their own shit. That's why I wonder how it ends.
Yeah, me too. Okay. How was your day? He asks. Fine. I accidentally shot Torn with a crossbow. Shit, how do you take it? Well, he blew snot all over me and left me on the mountain. Xaden throws his head back and laughs so loud and wildly it startles a few birds in the trees. This is the first time I have seen him laugh, but it is a ridiculous, wheezing, snorting kind of laughter that makes you wonder if he's part horse. Each inhale is a sharp, gasping whinny, and every exhale is a full-bodied neigh that shakes his entire frame. I just stare at him, arms crossed, waiting for him to get a grip, but it only worsens. You done? I ask, but that sets him off again, his breath hitching before another uncontrollable burst of horse-like cackling erupts from his mouth. I sigh. Okay, I'm sorry. Other than that, how was your day? I'm still worried about my channeling. I told you it will come. Be patient. My professors are on my ass about it all the time. Manhattan is channeling, the twins are channeling, but not me. I think it will happen when Torn mates with Frail. What? Anytime those two go at it, it is a total mindfuck for me. I suspect it will be the same thing for you. What are you telling me exactly? When they have sex, I will feel the same? Yes, I can feel Safrail getting hot now. When was the last time you saw Torn? Today. He was angry. Zayden backs up against the wall and grabs his forehead. They're together. I barely register the usual tug of irritation he inspires because something else is happening inside me. A deep, thrumming pulse ripples through my chest, sinking into my bones like liquid fire. My skin prickles, and the fine hairs on my arms lift as if charged by a storm. My breath hitches. Torn is channeling. Heat coils low in my stomach, not like hunger or fear, but something ancient and raw, curling up my spine like unseen talons. My vision flickers. One moment, the world is as it should be, and the next I see it land with shimmering gold veins of power threading through the air and pulsing beneath
ahead.
my feet. What?
I'm sorry. Keep reading. I read ahead. It's going to be funny. Just go. Sorry.
She's going to skip to the front of a line. I swallow hard as my fingers twitch with energy that isn't mine alone. Zayden's smirk fades. You're channeling. I nod. Get over here, you blue sexy bitch. Oh. God. I don't want to eat this. I don't want to eat this. So frail. I'm here, Daddy. Oh no, I can hear them. Brace yourself, it gets worse. I find myself getting closer to Zayden's. I want you. It has been too long. That's it. That's it. Kiss my wingtips. Daddy, like you. Oh God, I can hear both of them. I can feel them. Before I know it, Zayden's is kissing my elbows with his tongue and remembering Daddy likey. I raise my elbows to allow him better access. This is so hot.
Jesus Christ.
I wrap my legs around him. Oh no. Yes, suck my claws. That's it.
That's still not even done. That's good, dragon.
That's good.
That's good, dragon.
Zayden raises both my hands and takes his turn inserting them into my mouth. Okay. I gladly accept. I grab his hair and begin shaking his head from side to side.
What the fuck?
She has his fucking hands in her mouth.
Yeah.
Wait,
And she's
what is this picture?
She's going like this.
She's like getting choked by his fucking hands. I'm so confused. Like, this is not hot. Do you not know how to write smut, Miss Mockery?
Okay, so frail. Kiss me, my fork tongue big boy. Zayden follows Safrail's instructions. His lips crash against mine, a mix of fire and desperation, stealing the breath from my lungs. For a moment, I freeze, caught between shock and something deeper, something I don't want to name. His hands tingle in my hair, pulling me closer, and despite every instinct telling me to push away, I can't. The world tilts, narrowing to a heap between us. The way he tastes, dark and forbidden, something I shouldn't crave, but damn it, I do. He grabs my butt and carries me, pushing me against the stone wall, still kissing me with that talented tongue. I hear him digging his heels into the ground. What is happening? Here I come, baby. Hold on. Yes, come to mama. Zayden presses his groin area on top of my leathers and pumps again and again. Hold on, he says. Come to mama, I respond. I'm not going to make these noises.
He says, ah. Yes, ah. yes, again.
The convulsions last 20 seconds. I let go of Zayden's and bound across the courtyard, the cool stone beneath my feet sending little jolts of exhilaration up my legs. I am skipping, and I don't care that I probably look ridiculous, because stars above, I feel alive. The moon bathes the castle walls in white light, and the scent of dew-kissed flowers fill the air as I twirl, arms flung wide, laughter bubbling up from deep in my chest. I am Vile Sorenbutt, and tonight joy belongs to me. Wow.
Well, good for you, Miss Girl.
What a chapter.
Y'all dry humped, basically.
And you had his hands in your mouth. Congrats.
That's so weird. So fucking weird.
Okay.
A+ for the creativity. Reid Mockery.
Life is hard. It's harder if you're stupid. Professor Jonathan Wayne. Mudbath Community War College. Chapter 15. Manhattan sips her tea in the dining hall, watching me like a hawk. Start talking, Lyle. I cross my arms, slumping into the chair across from her. It's nothing. She gives me a flat look. You look like you got struck by lightning and you're calling it nothing? I exhale sharply, my skin still buzzing from him last night. Fine, it's Zayden's. Her eyes light up. Finally. I hesitate. Saying it out loud makes it real, and I'm not sure I can handle that. We were outside last night. He found me. Manhattan smirks. Did he now? I roll my eyes but continue. He was all looking like every bad idea I've ever had. And of course, he had to lean against the wall like he owns gravity, like his body is some kind of damn weapon. He is a weapon, she mutters. Keep going. Well, last night, Torin and Safrael were mating, and I channeled. You channeled Torin? Yes, and it was incredible. Manhattan leans in, and Zayden and I acted out everything our mated dragon did. Damn, how's his penis? He has to have a nice penis. Details, please. Well, we didn't take our clothes off. What? I thought you said you acted out the mating ritual. That is sex. Yes, but it happened so quick. He was licking my elbows and I was sucking his fists. One thing led to another and the climax happened. And I swear, Manhattan, my whole damn body was screaming for more. Whoa. Back up a minute. He did what? And after it was over, I channeled Torin's signet and skipped back to the dorm feeling giddy. Slow down. You are not making any sense. What part do you not understand? All of it, Vile. All of it. I'll show you. You see that line of cadets waiting to get their food? Yes. Watch. I step over to the line, move past the cadets, and grab my tray. What the hell, Sorenbutt? Jack Barnhole says. That's my signet, Barnhole. If you don't return to line, I will show you a signet. Torn, show him. Nothing happens. Torn? Jack grabs a tray and beats me over the head with it. Ow. He pushes me out of the line, causing me to crash into a nearby table. Two meta scribes capture the moment in sketches. Kayla Swift and the twins are laughing out loud. I leave the dining hall feeling humiliated. Later that night, I walked past a bulletin board in the quad. The sketch of Jack hitting me with a tray had over 440 likes. How is that even possible? Mudbath only has 300 cadets. Fuck me. Serves you right. Where have you been? I needed you about 2 hours ago. I heard it in my mind. That was funny as hell. I hope you enjoyed it. Are you ready to move past what happened and get back to work? I don't know. Are you ready to stop shooting me with arrows? Yes, I told you I was sorry. Very well. Meet me on the flight field tomorrow. One more thing. Explain to me your signet. How does it help us in the battle against Poor Emil? Yeah.
Poor Emil.
Poor Emil. Well, it doesn't exactly. Just remember that I have a slight aversion to mushrooms. I had a dream about a park in the future where people are standing in long lines. That's where it comes from. It is silly. I know that now, but I can't change it. I tried. Sorry. Okay. The library smells of... Damn it.
What?
It's fucking Helen Keller again. She's in the library.
No. You always get the Helen Keller chapters.
You always get the Helen Keller. Yep.
Damn it. The library smells of aged parchment and candle wax. A welcome contrast to the chaos brewing in my head. I needed an escape, something scandalous, something utterly devoid of my current reality. Hi, Helen, I say before remembering she is deaf and blind. I tap her shoulder and sign into her hand. Hi, Helen. Vile. I sigh. Good, I need your help finding an old fable. Where? It's called 50 Shades of Wyvern. Ag. Bad. Hunt. I know it was outlawed, but there might be a hidden copy somewhere. Helen smiles and motions for me to follow her. Moving north in the library, she bangs into tables and chairs. When she slams into a wall of shelves, she turns right. She mumbles and continues moving. She turns left, then right, then another right. I sigh. Helen, this is where we started from. Clear as day, she says, shit. After an hour, she finds it. Its fake cover reads, The 7 Habits of Dragon Riders. My fingers skim over the spines of the worn tome. 50 Shades of Wyvern was a classic back in the day. The gilded title shimmers under the dim light, promising intrigue, seduction, and most importantly, a distraction. The weight of it is solid in my hands, and I let out a breath I hadn't realized I was holding. If I am going to drown in stress, I might as well do it wrapped in the pages of a forbidden Dragon Rider romance. Wake up, purple one. Someone's coming. You are a great kisser as well. Move down to the right. Wake up, Soren butt. Wake up. They are almost there. That's it, mommy likey. Wake up, wake up. I wake up to whispering and the creaking of a poorly placed footstep. Six figures loom in the dim glow of the hallway light, spilling through the door, cadets and sloppy ones at that. The first one lunges at me, but I sidestep, sending him crashing into my bedpost. Another swings wildly at me. I catch his wrist, twisting it, and shove him back into his friends. One of them trips over his own feet, and before he can scramble up, I sit on his back, using him as a makeshift seat while I block a half-hearted punch with my forearm. Is this supposed to be an ambush? I ask, deflecting yet another strike. One of the cadets hesitates. Kill her, another hisses. I sigh, wrenching a knife from someone's hand and tossing it across the room. I grab all my double-handled daggers and hurl them at anything close. Ow, what the hell? The poor guy beneath me groans and I shift slightly. I can't breathe, he wheezes. Tough shit, I mutter, swatting aside another weak punch from one of the cadets. The moment Zayden's arrives, the air seems to shift thick with something unseen but undeniably lethal. I barely have time to register his presence before his signet flares to life, a burning, twisting sigil etched into the space around him. A single pulse of energy erupts outward, and in an instant, my attackers convulse. Their bodies crumple like marionettes with their strings cut, and their eyes are wide with ecstasy. There are no screams, just smiles.
They're all having orgasms.
I swallow
Crazy.
hard, my grip tightening around my last dagger, though I know it's useless now. Zayden turns towards me, his expression unreadable. The fading glow of his signet casts shadows across his face. You hurt? He asks, voice calm. Too calm. My heart pounds. No. Manhattan, Neehim, and Sailor arrive with daggers drawn. They scan the room, taking in the carnage. How do they manage to get in here? I use my magic to lock the doors. Manhattan hears someone scampering away down the hall. She catches him and brings him to my room. He is a metascribe. The midday sun bears down on the academy quad, baking the stone beneath our boots as we stand in tight formation. Hundreds of cadets line up in leather uniforms, straight backs, eyes fixed forward, but the tension in the air is unmistakable. Something rare is about to unfold. Major Colin, was it Colin or Colin? Colin. Reads out the names of the cadets who died yesterday. After a moment of silence, he says someone has registered a serious complaint against another cadet. The codex says he has the right to address his body of his peers. The council calls Zayden Marriott to the stage. Zayden stands tall, his presence like a drawn blade, sharp, cold, and waiting to strike. His dark eyes scan the assembly before finally settling on one figure. Last night, 6 of your fellow cadets tried to kill Vile Sorenbutt in her room while she was sleeping. All 6 of them were killed by me. Attempting to kill another cadet while they are sleeping violates Rule 8 of the Writer's Codex. Even if she is annoying, someone shouts in the crowd. Yes. Even if she is useless in combat, yes. Doesn't matter. The point is I use my magic to lock her door. Only a higher up cadet could let the assassins in. That person is standing here today. Tell us. You want to know? Yes. You would not believe it. Tell us, damn it. Cadet Megan Merkel, he calls. A ripple of unease passes through the gathered cadets. Payne Assos's mouth drops. Megan is in his squad. You're mad, Payne shouts. Megan is a generous person, misunderstood maybe, but kind and beautiful. You are lying. Megan steps forward, her jaw is set, her blue-gray eyes defiant, but there's a flicker of wariness beneath the surface. She is no fool. An accusation under the Codex isn't just about punishment, it's about honor, about survival. Zayden's voice rings out crisp and unyielding. You stand accused of deception and sabotage, of deliberately altering the magic locks for murder. A murmur spreads through the crowd like a wildfire. I feel it clawing up my spine, the uneasy mix of shock and realization. That is Payne's closest confidant. But now, Megan holds her ground. That's a lie, she says evenly, her voice firm. I did nothing of the sort. Zayden tilts his head slightly, his gaze unwavering. Then how do you explain this? He holds out a sketch. The murmuring surges again, hushed voices pressing in from all sides. My stomach coils tight. Megan's expression remains the same, but I notice her fingers curl slightly at her sides, the only crack in her composure. This is a setup, she says, her voice like iron. I didn't do this. Zayden takes a slow step closer, eyes locked onto hers. The Codex demands integrity. You expect us to believe this sketch was fabricated? Yes, her voice doesn't waver. Someone planted this. The quad is dead silent. I glance at the other cadets. Some look convinced already, their faces hard with judgment. Others, like me, weren't sure. I swallow, pulse heavy in my throat. Then prove it, Zayden says, his voice low with a quiet challenge because Meghan Markle, all the evidence says otherwise. Merkel. Sorry. The weight of the accusation presses down on all of us, and Megan, whether guilty or not, stands alone. I am a victim. The only reason you are accusing me of this is because I am black. Look at her. She cheated during the gauntlet, and there is no season in which she has 2 dragons. The only reason she is here is because of her mother. You can't believe all those meta scribes. I am here to help Mudbath and Olive Boudoir. Just last week, I was handing out cups of water to fight the wildfires at Mount Malibu. Okay. Torn rises from his perch and yawns. 2 guards drag Megan to the center of the quad. I don't deserve this. You are choosing her. That doesn't make sense. Torn's wings black out the sky above Megan, and he squeezes out a giant dragon turd. The weight of it breaks both her legs.
Wow.
With her screaming, Torn belches out flames to incinerate her. The cadets gag at the sight of it.
She couldn't just.
What a
you
way
couldn't
to
just
go.
burn her?
Just burn her to begin
Should we
with.
turn the light on?
Yeah, I
Oh,
was gonna
shit.
say that.
Damn.
I was like, do you
Very
guys like the dark vibes or should I turn on the light?
I mean, we have people staying on.
Hi, sorry you can't see us. Oh my
Oh,
god.
now it's
Hello.
all right. All right.
You want to read another one? You want me to read it?
What is the next
It's
chapter?
16 minutes. It says it's 16 minutes.
The one after this?
The one right now.
Chapter 16 is 10 pages.
What's the other chapter? 17.
Chapter 17 is how long?
Oh, yeah.
8 pages.
Yep.
Okay, I'll do
Yep.
this one.
Thank you.
Okay. Chapter 16. Everything that happens once can never happen again, but everything that happens twice will surely happen a third time. Professor Stone, Mudbath Community War College. Zayden stands before us, arms crossed, his sharp eyes scanning our small squad as if we are a deck of mismatched cards he needs to play just right. We are gathered in the training hall, the air thick with the scent of leather, sweat, and the faint metallic tang of weapons being sharpened nearby. The squad battles in 2 days, and judging by Zayden's expression, he is determined to ensure we don't embarrass ourselves. All right, he says, his voice firm. We compete in 4 categories: gauntlet, sparring, war history, and fashion. Fashion. We need to dominate at least 3 to secure the win. Let's go over rules. I shift my weight, folding my arms. I assume I'm handling fashion. Zayden barely spares me a glance, obviously. He gives a look, that bastard. If I know one thing, it's how to turn heads. I've already started sketching designs, battle-ready but stylish, something that won't just score us points but will leave the judges questioning their life choices for not wearing something similar. Zayden continues, Manhattan, you're on war history. Your memory's insane. I need you to memorize every battle formation and every tactic and be ready to argue them into the ground. Manhattan, who is leaning against the wall, flashes a lazy grin. Yeah, I'll make history my bitch. Zayden doesn't even smirk. See that you do. He turns to Nehim, who is already bouncing on his toes. You'll take sparring. You're fast and unpredictable. Use that. Nehim punches his palm, his grin wild. Finally, I get to legally hit people. And Sailor, I ask, tilting my head. Zayden's expression hardens. He's running the gauntlet. A moment of silence settles over the area. Even Nehim pauses his bouncing. The gauntlet is brutal, an actual test of endurance, strength, and sheer willpower. It isn't just about overcoming the obstacles, but about doing it better, faster, and with more control than anyone else. Sailor nods once, his expression unreadable. He's aware of the challenges that lay ahead. In the actual book, Sawyer was the one that's like repeating, right?
Sawyer is.
Yeah, he is, right? Okay.
Yeah.
That means the rest of us support where we can, Zayden continues. We train together, we strategize together, no weak links. His gaze flickers to me. Kayla and the twins will win the fashion category. Hey, I have fashion sense. It isn't that I don't have confidence in you. It's because I know you will fuck it up. Your goal is to keep up with the other teams. Even in fashion, I want it calculated. You'll have a time limit, judges with no taste, and competitors who will play dirty. Think ahead. I place a hand on my chest, mock offended. You wound me. You think I've let us lose to people wearing the last season's trends? Zayden ignores me. I'm getting tired of all this bullshit about the Swift girls. I'll show him. Tomorrow we start early. Nehim, I want you and Sailor running drills at sunrise. Manhattan, you'll review strategy with me. If you need materials for the fashion round, get them today. I wave him off. Already on it. Zayden exhales, running a hand through his hair like he is barely restraining the urge to strangle us all. Don't screw this up. Again, he barks, faster this time. I grit my teeth, muscles burning as I force my body through the drills. Duck, sidestep, strike, parry, counter, pivot, over and over. The motions blur together, my vision tunneling as exhaustion gnaws at my edges. My heart pounds like a war drum and my breath comes in ragged gasps. I can feel it creeping up, the nausea, the dizziness. I clench my jaw and force myself to keep moving, but my stomach lurches violently. The world tilts, my head spins. No, not now. Then it happens. I stumble mid-step, barely managing to throw my sword aside before doubling over. A sickening heave rips through me, and I vomit right there in the middle of the yard. The sound is wet and awful, echoing between the sharp steel cracks. Silence follows. I wipe my mouth with the back of my glove, my chest heaving, heat prickling at the back of my neck. Slowly, I turn my head and meet Zayden's stare. His expression is unreadable, but I can see his jaw tensing. Vile, Zayden finally says, his voice even. You done? I swallow hard, my throat raw. No. He gives a single nod. Good. Then, without missing a beat, he motions toward my sword. Pick it up, again. I wipe the sweat from my brow, spit the lingering bile from my mouth, and force myself to stand. My legs wobble and my stomach turns, but I reach for my weapon anyway. I thought I was all right, but then I vomit all over Zayden's boots. Nice girl. The night wraps around us like a velvet cloak, swallowing sound and suspicion. Manhattan and I slither through the alley behind the Swift Sisters boutique, our breath curling in the cold air. The shop is dark except for a faint red glow from an exit sign. Perfect. Manhattan uses her signet for picking locks. The metal whispers against the tumbler, surrendering with soft click. Manhattan smirks, her silver eyes flashing in the dim light. Easy, I murmur. Almost too easy, she whispers back. Inside, the scent of expensive fabric and stale perfume lingers in the air. Racks of gowns and performance outfits stand in rigid rows, waiting for the Swift Sisters to flaunt them on stage tomorrow. Too bad for them. We move fast. Manhattan pulls out a small blade, slicing delicate stitches at key points, shoulder seams, waistbands, anywhere a sudden move would turn glamour into disaster. I handle the fastenings, loosening clasps and swapping reinforced buttons for ones barely hanging by a thread. They'll never see it coming, Manhattan purrs, running her fingers along the sequined bodice before making a precise cut. I grin. Imagine the moment, a final twirl, a dramatic pose, and then rip, she finishes for me, eyes gleaming. We work in silence after that, the anticipation buzzing between us. By the time we're done, the Swift Sisters' grand finale is set to become a grand embarrassment. As we slip out the way we came, I can't help but chuckle under my breath. Tomorrow night, the show won't just go on, it will go down. By midday, my squad has been fighting tooth and nail, but despite our best efforts, the leaderboard hovering above the arena flashes the cold, hard truth. Rank, 5th. Not bad, not good. You ready? I ask Manhattan behind the curtains before the fashion portion begins. Ready. The dining room has been transformed into a runway. The musicians are tuning their instruments while the metascribes are ready with their sketch pads. The announcer shouts, representing 5th Wing, Vile Swarmbutt and Manhattan Skyline. The music starts and both of us climb onto the stage and wave to the crowd. The runway stretches before me, a gleaming path of polished obsidian, and Manhattan and I own every inch of it. The latest leather armor hugs my ample curves, supple yet battle-ready, while my knee-high boots pound against the stage with every confident step. My gloves flex over my fingers as I twirl, reveling in the way the crowd gasps at our synchronized movements. Manhattan, all sharp cheekbones and untouchable confidence, strides beside me, her own armor cinched at the waist, the dark leather gleaming under the lights. Her long braid snaps behind her as she spins, a smirk playing on her lips like she knows exactly how devastating she looks. And then, of course, there's my hat. Some absurd, oversized thing that wobbles with every exaggerated sachet of my hips. I lean into the ridiculousness, tipping it with a flourish and shooting the audience a smirk. Laughter ripples through the room, but I don't mind. We aren't just models, we are warriors, performers, and unstoppable forces wrapped in leather and attitude. We finish it with my signature move, licking our fingers and touching our asses. The crowd joins us, making the sound. When we get off the runway, Zayden and the guys from 5th Wing are applauding. Great job, he says. Manhattan and I exchange high fives. Representing 2nd Wing, Kayla Swift, Brianna Swift, and Brittany Swift. The dining room suddenly goes dark. Using mirrors, they move the sunlight to bathe the curtain. The music starts, and I had never heard it before. The drums are rhythmic, the strings are new, and that voice starts. Kayla and her sister strut down the runway like they own the world, hips swing in perfect rhythm with each step. Kayla's long legs slice through the air like blades. The lights catch the shimmer of her dress, and for a second, she's not just walking, she's floating, commanding every gaze in the room. Then, just as she reaches the midpoint, she throws her head back and starts singing, "'Cause baby, now we got bad blood." Her voice slicing through the air like it's meant to be there. She winks, twirling slightly, her laughter blending with the beat of music, and damn if she doesn't make the whole thing look effortless. I lean forward, watching the way she moves, sharp, confident, electric. It's Kayla in her element, and there's not a soul here who can't take her eyes off her, even Zayden's. The delicate seams I had tampered with give way at just the right time. Kayla's gown slips off her shoulder, forcing her to clutch at the fabric, her voice faltering mid-note. The twins fare no better, their skirts unraveling in a cascade of loose threads, leaving them scrambling to maintain their composure. The gasps from the audience and the panic looks on their faces. It's all too delicious. Kayla stopped singing, her confidence shattered, just as I intended. Nothing ruins a perfect performance like a perfectly executed disaster. I lean over to Manhattan and give her a fist pump. Then, the lights go out, the music changes, a single drum is pounding rhythmically like a heartbeat. What the hell? I whisper. What happens next shatters my core. I watch as Kayla and the twins step onto the runway, their new outfits catching the light just right, shimmering with every movement. Kayla and her sisters are only wearing underwear. Not just any underwear, red, bright, sultry underwear. Kayla has a bracelet around her thigh with the letters X on it. X? Who or what is X? Zayden's? Shit. They stand there confident, soaking in the attention, and then Kayla starts singing. But it's not the song I expected. Her voice rings out sharp and taunting. It's ooh, look what you made me do. Look what you made me do. My stomach twists. Ooh, look what you made me do. Look what you made me do. That's not just any song. It's a message, a warning wrapped in melody. The twins smirk, shifting their weight like they're in on some secret, and I can't shake the feeling that this is all leading up to something. I stare at my chest. I have better boobs than they do. The dining hall erupts in applause when the sisters are done. Even the judges give an outstanding ovation. Fuck me. They found out about our plan, Manhattan says. Yup. Kayla puts on a jacket and gives me a salute when she passes me. Nice try. That evening's Insta post of the show is the most liked sketch of the year. We have a tie for first place. Payne Asso second wing and Zayden's Marriott fifth wing. Major Colin announces to the crowd cheers. The winner will be determined by hand-to-hand combat in the sparring ring. He reaches for a small bag. This bag has the names of those who will compete. Not me, not me, not me. Brianna Swift for second wing. Not me, not me, not me. And Vile Sorenbutt for fifth wing. Fuck me, fuck me, fuck me. Zayden crosses his arms and tilts his head, studying me like a puzzle he has already solved. Vile, Brianna is fast, but speed means nothing if you don't let her use it. You have the advantage, your weight, and your strength. Use it. Got it. I will sit on her. Well, if you have the chance, but she's quick. He steps closer, voice dropping into something firm, something meant to sink in. She's going to dance around, try to tire you out, make you chase her. Don't. Stand your ground, force her to come to you, then make her regret it. The second she's in range, use your body, corner her, throw your weight into your strikes, knock the air out of her. You hit harder than she ever could, so make every blow count. He smirks just a little. If she tries to take you down, let her try. She won't move you unless you let her. What about magic? The judges will look for that, but I haven't heard about Brianna wielding any magic. Wielding, I'm assuming it says.
Wielding.
She's a freshman like you. This match will be one on brute strength. Okay. If you win this match, I will have a surprise for you tonight. Gulp. This bitch is going down. The sparring hall buzzes with energy, filled to the brim with eager spectators anticipating the fight. Brianna stands in the midst of the crowd, engaged in an animated conversation with Payne, Kayla, and Brittany. They lean in close, exchanging strategies and advice, all focused on one goal, discovering the best way to outmaneuver me in the upcoming battle. The air is thick with excitement and tension, as every word carries the weight of competition. Brianna looks cute and lethal with her rider leathers. She has numerous daggers strapped around her torso and legs. Wait, Payne is helping her? He's an asshole. Fighters ready? Major Colin shouts and rings the bell. Brianna circles me like a smug little viper, flicking her fingers and tossing her hair like she has all the time in the world. I lunge, swiping at her with a clawed hand, and she dances back, laughing. Getting slow, Vile, she taunts. My teeth clench. She isn't trying to hurt me. She's trying to wear me down, make me chase her, exhaust myself. I snarl and lunge again, this time faking right before snapping left. My fingers catch the fabric of her sleeve, and for a moment her cocky smirk flickers. Not slow enough, I hiss, yanking her forward and raking my nails down her arm. She gasps, but before I can press the advantage, she twists away, flipping her hair in my face. I spit out strands of it with a growl. If she wants to play dirty, fine, I can play dirtier. Want a little help? Aw, damn it? Yes. What do you have in mind? Close your eyes and feel me inside you. After that, it's up to you. I lunge after Brianna, my feet pounding against the mat as she twists away with a sharp laugh. She's fast, that's true, but I'm relentless. My breath comes in steady bursts, my fingers grazing the edge of her sleeve before she slips just out of reach again. You can't run forever, I taunt, pushing off with an extra burst of speed. She spins, her eyes wide with surprise as I cut off her path. A wicked grin spreads across my face. I hurl my double-handled dagger at her and miss. Ow, shit, Payne yells from behind her as he reaches for his left eye. Use my force. What? Use my force to activate the lightning. Okay. I inhale deeply, feeling the raw energy of the dragon's essence surge through my veins. Heat crackles in my chest, curling upward, electric and wild. As I exhale, a blinding arc of lightning erupts from my nostrils, splitting the air with a deafening crack. The bolt strikes true, slamming into Brianna with a relentless force, pinning her to the mat. She gasps, her body convulsing as the energy holds her in place, sparks dancing across her limbs. I grin, smoke curling from my nostrils. Suddenly, I pounce on her and make her yield. Victory for Fifth Wing, Major Colin yells. You win an all-inclusive trip for spring break to Mount Lauderdale. Congratulations, Fifth Wing. My sketches beating Brianna are the talk of the campus and more likes than Kayla's. Fuck yeah.
What fight was this in the book? Like, what task was this? Is this even a thing?
I feel like it is, but I can't remember. I don't know.
Because who is Kayla supposed to represent again? Is it
Kayla's supposed to be Imogen, I think. But she doesn't have side characters, but
I mean,
this
she
one
has her
does.
friend. What's her friend called again? The one that dies?
Quinn.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Poor Quinn.
All right, chapter 17. If I'm not back in 5 minutes, just wait longer. Professor Stone, Mudbath Community War College. Spring break, Mount Lauderdale, the dream getaway for anyone who thrives on sun, thrill, and just the right amount of chaos. And guess what? Fifth Wing earned it. Not that we needed an excuse for a vacation, but hey, if it comes with bragging rights, I'll take it. The five of us, Zayden's, Manhattan, Nehim, Sailor, and me, hover above the clouds, our dragon slicing through the sky like living missiles. The sun blazes overhead, reflecting off Sailor's sapphire-skilled dragon, while Zayden's Drago Safrail leaves a faint trail of fire in her wake. Torin lets out a guttural growl as we catch sight of our destination, Mount Lauderdale, where cliffs met the endless ocean, and adventure seemed to fill the air. You sure this place is ready for us? Nehim calls out, leaning forward on his dragon like he's about to dive straight into the waves below. Doubt it, Manhattan smirks, adjusting her aviators, and that's their problem. But that's their problem. We spiral downward, the wind whipping against my face as Torin tucks in his wings and lets gravity take over. The others follow suit, and within seconds, we land in a clearing near the beach. Sand kicks up around us, and the salty air greets me like a welcome embrace. Is this going to be the scene where they come across the griffins? Potentially.
Oh, maybe.
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
The resort is a mix of luxury and wilderness, polished stone buildings with open terraces line the cliffs, while jungle trail twists down toward private coves. A few wide-eyed vacationers gawk at our arrival. I can't blame them. Seeing 5 dragons land in perfect sync isn't exactly something you witness every day. Zayden's hops off his dragon, shaking out his wild black hair. All right, we earned this. Let's make it count. Sailor stretches, cracking his neck. First stop, food. Then chaos. Manhattan slings her bag over her shoulder, grinning. You're assuming we won't cause chaos at the food stop? I laugh. Let's make this the best spring break Mount Lauderdale has ever seen. With that, we stride toward the resort, leaving behind the stunned spectators and the faint scent of dragon fire. This is our time, and we are just getting started. I'm soaked in sun and rum, stretched out on the hot sand, my limbs too loose, my head too tight, my blood too heavy with bad ideas. The Mount Lauderdale shoreline is a blur of fire-lit bodies, golden-skinned dancers, and the sound of distant drums that thrum right through my ribs. You are so fucking hot right now, Sailor slurs, his head lolling toward Manhattan, who is already glowing from the sun and way too many jazetas.
I guess.
Jazitas?
Some margaritas. I
Why have to
am.
be jizz though?
You know, because
Why the fuck not?
why the fuck not? Exactly. I am, she agrees, her lips curving around the rim of her drink as she takes a slow, deliberate sip, teasing him. I watch the way Sailor's fingers twitch like he wants to touch her, but isn't quite bold enough yet, which is stupid because if there were ever a right time for bad decisions, it's right now. Nehim groans from where he sprawled out in the sand. I think my bones are liquid. You don't need bones, Zayden's murmurs, barely paying attention. His usually sharp gaze softened by whatever number of drinks he's lost count of. He's on his back, arms stretched out, letting the sun have him. I can't keep my eyes off him. He's perfect. I love not needing bones. Nahum agrees, waving his empty glass in the air. I laugh, tipping my own drink back, feeling the burn of stronger than legal liquor slide down my throat. The world sways and I let it. I want to do something stupid, I announced, licking salt off my lower lip. Sailor turns his head, his blue eyes half lidded and entirely too focused on my mouth. Define stupid. Dangerous. I'm listening. Manhattan exhales a laugh, stretching her arms over her head, her bronze skin taunting the sun itself. You two need supervision? I grin. You volunteering? She hums, tilting her head, thinking about it. Zayden sighs. You're all going to die of dehydration and questionable decision-making. Better than dying sober, I shoot back, and Nahum raises an empty glass in a wobbly salute. Somewhere far down the beach, someone starts lighting lanterns, their golden glow floating into the sky like tiny flickering wishes. The music is louder now, drums shaking the sand beneath us, and every inch of me feels too alive, too reckless, too ready to drink. Too ready to take. I want another drink, I mutter. Sadens is already sitting up, his smile sharp, starving. I'll get you one if you promise to dance with me after. I don't hesitate. Deal. And just like that, we are on our feet, stumbling, laughing, the heat on our skin, and something wilder in our blood. By the time we get back, I find a note from Manhattan stuck on a stick. Nahum and Sailor and I are going to fuck in our room. Have fun. Damn. What? I hand the note to Zayden. He laughs. That's what I call team building. Get over here and rub my back, you sexy black muffin. I am here, mommy. Oh no, Torn and Sorrel are starting up again. I say, I can see them right there on the beach. I know, come with me. He grabs me by the hand and leads me to an abandoned beach tent. That's it. You know my spots. Raise your wing. Yes, you like? We lay down in the sand and Zayden buries his tongue in my mouth before moving to kiss my armpit. Okay. Being in our swimsuits makes this so much better. I can feel Zayden's manhood poking out of his shorts. He's on top and my legs have him wrapped like a vice. Yes. Lick my chest. Yes, mommy. Yes. Zayden raises up and he removes my top. My girls are out. Zayden's Marriott is staring at my girls. He whispers, mommy, and then dives in. This is glorious. He moves his head back and forth on my boobs, driving me insane. Take me, I'm yours. Yes, turn around. Yes, that's it. Zayden flips me over and removes my bottoms. Oh my. He slaps my ass gently and harder each time. He grabs hold of me and digs his feet in the sand. This is it. Ah, yes. Ah, yes. The power comes through me. Electric arcs of lightning crackle and surge from my fingertips, streaming through my nostrils and exploding from my backside like a wild tempest.
Shitting lightning bolts.
The dazzling bolts illuminate the dim interior of the tent before hurtling Zayden into the air, flinging him out and plunging him into the depths of the ocean with a splash that sends waves cascading around him. The ocean is violent today, the waves slamming against the rocks, dragging everything under with ruthless force, including Zayden's. I see him go under, his body limp, and something in my chest twists in a way I'm no use to. I kick hard, pushing myself down deeper into the darkness where I can barely see his shape. My lungs burn, but I'm not about to let him sink to the bottom like some lost, forgotten thing. I wrap an arm around his waist and kick upward, fighting against the weight of his body and the pull of the sea. My muscles scream, but I'm not going to let go. Breaking the surface feels like being born again. I gasp in air, barely managing to keep him above water. He isn't moving. His head lolls against my shoulder, his dark hair plastered to his pale skin. Zayden's, I shake him. No response. My stomach twists. Every stroke feels like dragging a corpse. By the time I reach the sand, my body is spent. I haul him up as far as I can before collapsing next to him, panting. Come on, I mutter, pushing his hair out of his face. He still isn't breathing. Panic licks up my spine. I'm not a healer. I'm not even the saving type, but I know enough to tip his head back, press my hands against his chest, and start pushing. 1, 2, 3, breathe. My lips against his. Again. 1, 2. Excuse me. He jolts, coughing up water, his body shuddering. I barely dodge as he turns, retching onto the sand. Relief crashes into me so hard I almost laugh. Zayden's groans, still catching his breath, eyes fluttering open as he looks up at me. And that's when I notice I'm still naked. Heat floods my face as I cross my arms over my chest, suddenly wishing I could sink into the sand. Zayden, I hate when my eyes read down the page. Zayden blinks sluggishly, clearly still dazed, but his gaze flickers down before snapping back up. His mouth opens like he has something to say. Say a word, and I drown you for real.
Mommy?
Mommy?
Mamacita?
Where am I? Zayden asks. You're in your room in Lauderdale. I wipe his forehead with a damp cloth. What happened to me? There was an incident on the beach. The beach? The tent? Don't let that bother you right now. You need to rest. He falls back to sleep. Manhattan, Nehim, and Sailor enter the room. I told them the story, most of it. I notice all three of them are holding hands. He looks like hell, Nehim mutters. He should be dead, Manhattan counters. That doesn't help. None of this helps. I clench my jaw, crossing my arms as I try to block out the steady beep of the monitor, the rhythmic rise and fall of Zayden's chest. I should have. I stopped myself, inhaling sharply. Nehim glances back at me, his eyes unreadable. I think it was your fault, Vile. Sailor adds, yeah, feels like it. Definitely your fault, Safrail says. Yes, this one's on you, Purple One. The silence stretches, heavy, unforgiving. Zayden doesn't stir. He barely looks alive, except for the slight twitch of his fingers beneath the sheets. I try not to let that bother me, but it does. Sailor sighs, pushing off the doorframe. What now? We wait, Manhattan says. After 5 minutes, Nehim says, I believe if Zayden were awake, he would encourage us to enjoy our time here before the ride back to Mudbath. I was thinking the same thing, Sailor says. Manhattan and I look at each other. I can't. Someone should be here. Take him with us. He can sleep on the beach. Exactly. The bonfire crackles, sending embers swirling into the night as I toss back another Jizaida. The salty breeze mixes with the scent of burning driftwood. Manhattan is dancing like a lunatic, arms flailing, while Nehim laughs so hard he nearly falls over. Sailor is singing a half-forgotten sea shanty, his voice carrying over the waves, and I can't help but grin at the chaos. Zayden, of course, is passed out cold on the sand, his face half buried in his arm, utterly oblivious to the madness around him. I kick a little sand in his direction to see if he'll stir. Nothing. Poor guy is missing a great time. What happens on spring break stays on spring break.
Damn, girl, you shot lightning out of your
Girl,
ass
what
and
is
flew into
going
the
on? I'm
ocean.
so confused. Oh, not her fucking shitting lightning. It's just
and launching him into the ocean.
Drowning
Crazy.
him.
And also, too, what is this fucking connection? It ain't like that. Like, she already has her signets, so she doesn't have to feel their things.
Yeah.
It's not biblically accurate. Chapter 18.
We're almost done. We're almost
Two
done.
more chapters. I don't walk away from fights. I prefer running. Jack Barnhole, Mudbath Community War College. The courtyard stinks of sweat and nerves. Major Colin stands in the center, arms crossed, grin on his face that makes my stomach churn. Kind that says he already knows who's going to die today. Listen up, cadets. His voice cracks like a whip, slicing through the morning mist. This is the war game. Your objective is simple. Keep your egg, steal theirs. Hold on to it, cradle it like your own heart, because if you drop it, you die. If they take it, you die. If you hesitate, he paces, boots grinding against the stone, eyes locked onto each of us one by one, you die. The shiver ripple through our ranks. No one breathes. The dragons aren't interested in excuses. They don't care if you tripped, if someone shoved you, if you almost held on. Colin chuckles a dry, humorless sound. The moment that egg hits the ground, your team is dead. And I do mean dead, because the dragons will know, and they will hunt you. Next to me, Zayden exhales slowly, controlled, like he's already memorized every angle of the battlefield. With him, we always have a chance. You'll have 1 hour, Colin gestures to the stretch of land beyond the courtyard, crumbling ruins, dense trees, shadows curling through the morning haze. Make a plan, defend your egg, take theirs. If you win, you live. If you lose, well, the dragons haven't eaten yet. A sick silence follows his words. I grip the straps of the harness tighter. My fingers twitch for my weapon, but they won't help me if I screw this up. Mount up, Colin barks, and pray to whatever gods you think give a damn. At first, no one moves, then the chaos begins. Metal clanking, boots scrambling, strategies forming under whispered breaths. Shit, Nehim says. Sounds a bit harsh. It is, Zayden mutters, motioning us together. Okay, Manhattan, you are guarding our egg. What about me? I can guard it, I say. Nobody says a thing. Sailor, you back up Manhattan. Nehim and I will search for eggs. Vile and Torn will stand by in the middle on call to attack or defend. I pucker my lips in disappointment, but don't say a word. And yet, despite all this tranquility, my mind is anything but. Zayden's. His dark eyes skimming the words with a quiet intensity. Zayden's, the afternoon light catching in his hair, the breeze tugging at the loose folds of his tunic, his quill twitching between his fingers, tapping absently against the page. I remember the beach, the tent, touching me with Vile. A sharp elbow to my ribs jolts me back to reality. I blink, turning to find Manhattan watching me with the exasperation of someone who has seen this play out too many times. You're drooling, she says flatly. I scowl. I am not. You are, she counters, flicking a crumb from my sleeve. And if you stare any harder, he will feel it and think you've cursed him. It's useless. Our eyes meet across the grass. He doesn't look away for one heartbeat, one devastating, breath-stealing moment. Then, slow as the turning of a page, he smiles. Just the slightest thing. Barely there, but it unravels me all the same. Sigh. The air thrums with tension, thick with the scent of sweat, churned mud, and the acrid bite of burning wood. Mudbath College had become a battlefield. Fifth Wing had been waiting for this moment, for the chance to prove that we aren't just brutes everyone assumes we are. We fight dirty, we fight smart, and more than anything, we fight to win. Oh, puzzle.
Puzzle.
Oh, wait, I can get it. You're back.
Thanks. I'm like, it's going to take me a minute to get up there.
There you go.
You know, it's funny though, when it does the puzzle, like, you want to see how close you look? Oh, damn. It went back. I feel like very close to the screen. We're almost there.
Okay, where was I? The horns barely stop echoing when chaos erupts, bodies slamming, weapons crackling like fireworks on drunken holiday. I see Nihim first, his lanky frame a blur as he ducks and weaves between second wing combatants. The idiot is grinning because of course he is, like he isn't about to get himself killed. And then Jack Barnhole. Jack comes down on him hard, sword arcing toward Nihim's ribs, the blade sparking where it grazes his armor. Nihim stumbles, eyes wide with shock, and for the first time I see it, real fear. Jack isn't just playing. He isn't fighting for points or honor. He is fighting to kill. Shit, I snarl and dismount off Torn. I run into Jack's side, throwing him off balance. Nihim scrambles backward, panting. Jack growls something unintelligible before whipping around, locking eyes with me, and I swear to the gods the bastard smirks. Sore in butt, or should I say wide in butt. Come on, Jack. This is your chance. You know, Vile, Zayden's fucked Kayla a bunch of times. What? I don't know about the sisters yet, but definitely Kayla. I have sketches. You bastard. Get this. He fucked your sister Mira as well.
Oh, God.
You are lying. Stop it. It gets better. He has a thing for sore and butts. Don't you dare. Yep, he fucked your mom. I lose it. Magic roars in my veins, burning through me like a wildfire. My hands are raised, fingers curling into claws as I tear after him, reckless and unstoppable. Jack runs because of course he does. He's fast, but I am fueled by rage, by the sheer overwhelming need to end him. Lightning surges to my fingertips, crackling in sharp electric bursts. I aim, exhale, and let go my nostrils and my ass. The bolts hit him square in the back. He screams a terrible ragged sound as his body seizes, purple light arcing across his armor, fusing metal to skin. The smell of scorched leather and burnt hair fills the air. Jack hits the ground, twitching, a final breath rattling out of his throat before he tumbles off the cliff.
Oh.
The battlefield around us has gone silent. I stand there panting, chest rising and falling like I'd just run for miles, my hands still buzzing with residual power. Jack is dead. The threat to Nihim is gone, but the weight of what I'd done settles heavy in my stomach. Zayden's lands with Safrail holding a dragon egg. Manhattan and Sailor land soon after. Damn, Vile, you wielded lightning out of your ass? I know, that was awesome, Sailor says, giving me a high five. Great job, Vile, Zayden says. Now go tend to Nihim. I just killed someone because of lies. I sit on the cold stone of the parapet, the wind cutting through my cloak like a blade. Below, the city burns in streaks of ember and shadow, but all I can see is Jack's face, the smirk, the easy lies curling like smoke from his lips. I curl my fingers around the hilt of my double dagger, pressing the tip against my palm just to feel something dull, something real. He deserved it. Every whispered deceit, every lie, every insult, my breath comes slowly, measured until the quiet scrape of boots on stone pulls me back to reality. It is Zayden's. He doesn't speak immediately. He just sits beside me, his presence a steady weight against the storm in my chest. I focus on the city and its ruin and let the words slip out, quiet but confident. Tough day? That was my first kill. And what a kill. Ass lightning. Damn. I would have believed it if I had seen it myself. You have seen it yourself. No, I would have remembered that. I look at him at the beach, in the tent. It finally dawns on him. That caused me to end up in the ocean? I nod. Wow, I figured Torn would have an awesome signet. That's the funny thing. Torn's signet sucks. Fuck. The lightning is from the other dragon. The retarded one? Stop saying that. It is offensive. For who? Retarded people? Yes, no. And she is not she is special and smart. If you say so. Anyway, people haven't seen an ass lightning wielder in 200 years. The varmint will hate that. What did you say? I said our enemies will hate that. No, you said varmint. I did not. You misunderstood me. You said the varmint will hate that, clear as day. Says you. Old fables have been purged from the library, writing anything about the varmint. They are half rat, half human creatures who steal power from the earth and become dark wielders. They're also known for creating wyverns, evil versions of dragons. Controlled through the varmint's corrupted magic, the wyverns moved with odd precision, their venomous fangs snapping at soldiers and civilians alike. Blades and arrows will barely pierce the thick-scaled beasts. The executive branch in Boudoir doesn't believe the stories about the varmint. My father did. My book, 50 Shades of Wyvern, is all about varmint. Zadence looks off in the distance, hoping I will change the subject. So I do. Did you have sex with Kayla Swift? Whoa, settle down. Answer me, yes or no. Yes, but that was before I met you. How many times? What? How many times did you sleep with her? I don't know. How many? Tell me. About 100.
Goddamn.
Hundreds? 100? Zadence, what is wrong with you? I don't know. Those long legs, that voice. I'm not talking about that. I am talking about your sex addiction. Oh, next question. Did you sleep with my sister Mirror? Okay, I know where this is going and I don't like it. Yes or no? Was that wrong? Yes. In my defense, she made an advance towards me. How many times? I don't know. What does it matter? It matters a lot. How many? 50, give or take? 50. I hurl my stomach contents off the parapet. Zadence gently pats my back as we watch my vomit fall to the bottom. I wipe my mouth and look at him. Last question, I say.
You fuck my mom.
How many times?
The fuck? Chapter 19 is 40 minutes long? God damn.
40 minutes.
We can, we'll split it in between every break.
Okay. I was like, God damn.
40 minutes.
I gotta read that long.
It'll go between, yeah, because, oh shit, this is 30 somewhat pages. Yeah, we'll split every break. We'll split it.
Okay.
We don't need to switch seats. Like, after we'll just read.
Okay.
What the fuck?
It's like, have fun.
I'm like, the girl with the list has to have the longest chapter.
We're almost there, guys. We're almost there.
Almost there.
Watch there be no break.
Okay.
You guys, I'm really excited for this haunted tunnel. Let me tell you. Let me just tell you.
Yeah, we're gonna be on live again later, going through a haunted.
The Tunnel of Terror.
The tunnel of terror to wash my dirty ass car and to get scared.
Yeah, it's a haunted car wash.
It's gonna
I
wash
guess is what it is.
not wash tomorrow, rain tomorrow. I'm gonna be annoyed.
Yeah, it is cloudy today. You should check that. Okay. Anyway,
No.
chapter 19. Surprise sex is the best thing to wake up to, unless you're in prison. Oh,
Oh.
Zadence
Oh,
Marriott,
my God.
Mudbath Community War College.
He's been in prison?
Maybe. I sit on the edge of my bed, my arms crossed tightly over my chest as I glare at the door, waiting. The dim glow of the enchanted lanterns casts long shadows across my room, and my mind is a storm of thoughts I don't want to entertain. The worst of them, I still like him, even after everything. Even after I had spent the past 3 days simmering in my frustration, I know exactly where he is and who he is with. Damn Zadence, and damn my own traitorous body for still craving him. The door creaks open, and there he is, leaning against the frame like he owns the place, like he hasn't been buried between someone else's thighs not that long ago. His hair is still a little mussed.
Must.
I
think it's must.
That knowing smirk
Moosed?
tugging at his lips.
I would say moose.
Musted?
Must.
Like moose.
Moose?
No, but moose is M-O-U.
Yeah.
But she's not spelling shit right.
Well, moose. There we go.
Can't argue that.
But his eyes are only on me. You're still mad, he says, amused. He steps inside and kicks the door shut behind him. Good, you're hot when you're mad. I let out a sharp breath, not trusting myself to stand. I should kill you. He chuckles, probably. His confidence is infuriating. It makes me want to wipe that smirk off his face, either with my fist or my mouth, and that uncertainty is the part that makes me the angriest because I hate that he can walk in here after all of it, after indulging himself in ways I can't ignore and act like I'm the only thing he wants. You can't keep doing this, I say, my voice sharp, though it wavers slightly at the end. I hate that too. You think you can have me whenever you feel like it and then run off and You act like this is just me, he cuts in smoothly, stepping closer like a damn predator scenting weakness. Like you don't want me just as much. I swallow hard. Uh-huh. He is close now. His scent, spice and sin, curling into my lungs. His hand brushes my jaw, fingers tilting my chin just enough to meet his gaze. Then what is?
It was a bug.
Was like, you okay with her?
Or what?
I don't have an answer to that because the truth is I know what he is. I know he won't change. This is part of who he is, and God's help me, I still want him. My body betrays me in the way my breath hitches and my pulse quickens. His lips hover just over mine, waiting, daring. I pull his shirt off and examine his back. He has a big tattoo of Safrail in the middle and a lot of little daggers around it. I count over 30. Nice tats. What are the daggers for? All the children branded as traitors were given a choice. Serve an oath to Boudoir in the writer's quadrant or die. These daggers symbolize all the women I've been with since then. Jesus Christ. Oh, that's a lot. He moves my hand to feel his manhood growing underneath his leathers.
Jesus Christ.
Gulp.
Oh my god.
The way it's spelled.
I know.
Mickey.
And I hate him for it. I bitch slap him. Ow! I kiss him hard and I slap him again. Damn it. I press him onto my bed and straddle him like my dragon. There you go. Make him your little bitch. Torn, get out of my head. I mean it. Slap him again. He likes it. No, you like it. Okay, guilty. I resume kissing him. He takes off my Spanx armor. I sigh in relief. My girls are out and he is making muffled sounds beneath my ample cleavage. What's up, y'all? What's going on? Aw, damn it. Yes. Oh, that's going on. I am busy. You need to get out of here. He's hot. You go, girl. I know. Leave. The sex progresses too quickly. I feel that tingling in my body. It is going too fast. He is not ready. I am not ready. No. Here it comes. Yes. Ah! I scream. Lightning pours out of my orifice. My dorm door flies open, showing a little mega scribe with a giant hole burned through his stomach. He tumbles to the floor in a bloody heap.
God.
Jesus Christ. Manhattan comes up the stairs shouting. Boudoir is under attack. She looks at the scribe. What the fuck? Mudbath College reeks of damp earth and sizzling magic, a combination I had grown used to but never entirely trusted. There is an urgency now, a cracking tension that weaves through the courtyards and halls like a living thing. We are preparing for war. Boots stomp across the stone floor, students hurrying from one end of the college to the other, arms full of weapons, vials sloshing with volatile liquids. The training grounds have been repurposed into makeshift war camps, cauldrons bubbling with enhancers and fortifiers instead of the usual questionable meal rations. Professors who once lectured on theory now shout orders, their voices sharp as whips. We aren't students anymore. We are soldiers. I tighten the belt around my waist. My leather is now layered with protective enchantments. The fabric still hugs my curves, but I barely notice, my mind buzzing with upcoming battle. We trained for this, but training is just controlled chaos. The battlefield would be a different beast altogether. I catch a glimpse of my reflection in a polished shield propped against a stack of armaments. Sure. My purple curls are pinned up, but loose strands stick to my sweat-damp forehead. My face is set, determined. Good, because there is no room for fear now. But then Kayla Swift arrives on scene, bathed in golden light, warrior, legend, shining beacon of perfection. Her armor gleams without a single scratch, molded to her form as if the gods themselves forged it just for her. Her golden hair flows in a flawless cascade down her back, not a strand out of place, even as the wind howls around us. She looks like she was sculpted and designed for this moment, designed to win. I look down at myself. My armor is pieced together from scavenged scraps, stained with training on my dragon I barely survived. My cloak is torn at the edges, and the fabric is stiff with dried blood. Some is mine, and some is not. My purple hair is tangled, wild, sweaty, and dirty. I'm the opposite of her in every way. Zayden's made love to her 100 times. I get it. I can imagine myself in bed with her. And now she looks at me. Finally, she sees me. Her blue eyes are steady, unreadable. There's no disgust in them, no arrogance. They focus on me as if I'm genuinely her equal. She gives me the salute. I want to shatter that perfect image. I want to see her armor dented, her golden hair tangled like mine. I want her to know what it's like to crawl. Damn, you're a jealous bitch. You need to calm down. Vile, I turned to see Sailor pushing through the chaos, his arms burdened with various weapons that looked too heavy for his lanky frame. His eyes are wild, half excited, half terrified. They want us at the front, he pants. Said we're reinforcing the wards before the first wave. I take a breath. Then let's go. Sailor swallows, giving me a nod before... Okay. Sailor swallows, giving me a nod before falling into step beside me. As we weave through the madness, past students hammering runes into their armor and spellcasters murmuring incantations until their lips bleed, I realize something. I have no training with this. I should have paid more attention. The entire Mudbath College is gathered in the quad. The excitement builds to hear all our assignments. Major Colin takes the stand to address us. Major Colin steps forward, his hands clasped behind his back, his expression carved from stone. His sharp gaze slices through the ranks, assessing, measuring, and judging. Finally, he speaks. This was a drill. His sharp and unwavering voice echoes across the courtyard. The ranks collectively breathe, and I feel relief and frustration turning in my gut. This was a test. Based on my observation, most of you would already be dead. A muscle ticks in his jaw, and as he lets the silence stretch, forcing us to sit with the weight of that truth. This is what battle feels like, the chaos, the exhaustion, and the fear that creeps in at the edges of your mind, whispering that you're not good enough, not fast enough, and not strong enough. He takes a slow step forward, and I clench my fists to resist shifting under the weight of his gaze. You have two choices when that fear arises. Let it consume you or use it. His eyes lock on mine for a heartbeat, and I refuse to look away. Today, you hesitated. You questioned yourselves. That hesitation, it's the difference between surviving and becoming just another name carved into stone. He allows that to sink in before stepping back, his voice dropping slightly to draw us closer. You can be better. You will be better, because next time it won't be a drill, or it could be. Executive Director Yaros can't write a war scene to save his life. It is now close to the end of the book, yet you still have not participated in a single battle. All he has done is write about feelings, cadets dying, and sex. Who exactly is our enemy and why? Is it poor Emil? Who the fuck knows? I heard about griffins and shit, but did you read about them in battle? How can that even work? I'm getting too old for this shit. I'm handing you outpost assignments because you already dressed and packed. Fly to them and check them out. Come back in 3 days or not. Who gives a fuck? I will be in my chambers. He turns on his heel and walks away, leaving us standing there with cold realization that he was right. Zadens reads the note and announces to the group, we're going to Placentia. Okay. It is cold there, so dress warmly and bring lots of snacks. The wind slices against my face, sharp and relentless, but I don't let it distract me. My grip tightens on the reins, fingers stiff inside my gloves. Torn's wings carve through the air with effortless precision, his dark gray scales nearly blending into the thick clouds rolling beneath us. Ah, damn, it follows us. Don't throw up on me. I ignore him. Fifth wing moves in tight formation, cutting across the sky in staggered V. Zayden leads up front, his dragon Safrael a blue shadow against the overcast sky. Sailor, Needham, and Manhattan hold steady position, scanning the landscape below as the Placentia outpost comes into view. Something feels off. Nobody is moving. I don't say it out loud, but I know I don't have to. To my right, Sailor adjusts his grip on his harness as if he senses it. Needham flies tighter to Manhattan's flank, his dragon's tail flicking uneasily. Zayden's always composed, doesn't show any sign of nerves, but I see how his head tilts slightly as if listening for something beneath the rush of wind. Ahead of us, the outpost rises from the rocky terrain, its stone walls half obscured by low-hanging mist. It is too quiet, too still. Torrance muscles coil beneath me, ready. I glance at Zayden's. He doesn't look back, but I don't need him to. We both know something is not right.
Do you want to pause?
Yep.
Okay. The 8 griffins descend, their wings slicing through the frigid Placentian air like blades. Torn shifts beneath me, his muscles bunching with the same unease curling in my gut. Outposts rarely get visitors, and we sure as hell don't get a squadron of griffin riders dropping in unannounced. I tighten my grip on Torn's saddle, my breath visible in the cold as the riders land in perfect unison. The moment their boots hit the packed snow, my blood goes ice cold. Kayla Swift is leading them. My pulse pounds against my ribs as she dismounts, her twin sisters flanking her. They shouldn't be here. They shouldn't be anywhere near each other. Traitors, what is going on? The wind whips through the outpost, howling against the stone walls as my hand instinctively falls to the dagger at my waist. I don't trust them. I can't. You look like you've seen a ghost. Kayla's voice is steady, too even for someone standing in the middle of a hostile outpost. Her griffin flares its wings before settling, its sharp eyes tracking my every move. No, I bite out, just a traitor. Her expression doesn't change. Neither do her sisters. They don't reach for their weapons. They don't flinch. They just stand there, 3 soldiers to at ease in a place where they should be dead on sight. You don't
I think
understand.
Kayla's supposed to be Catriona.
That's what I'm thinking, but why the fuck is she at the school?
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know.
You know?
It doesn't make sense. Because like the way she was like in the fashion show with her underwear reminds me of like when she shows up to their room and like
I always thought she was Kat the whole time because he doesn't fuck Imogen. He
Yeah.
fucks Kat.
Yeah.
And they had a relationship.
And they had beef.
and she has a
Violet.
sister. Although she doesn't have two, but she has a sister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, none of this shit making
Okay.
sense,
Yeah.
but whatever. We're almost done. You don't understand, Kayla says. I scoff, stepping forward, every ounce of me vibrating with anger. Oh, I understand perfectly. You abandoned us. You flew off to join the enemy, and now you show up like we're supposed to welcome you. Torrin lets out a deep, warning growl, and the other griffins shift in response, talons scraping against the stone. The tension thickens, sharp enough to cut through the icy air. Kayla takes a slow breath, the barest flicker of something, pain, crossing her face before she buries it beneath that infuriating calm. We didn't abandon you, she says low and firm. Zadens, please explain to your new girlfriend what's going on. Girlfriend. Good, she knows. I am Zayden's girlfriend. Don't you forget it. I glance at the other riders, the way they stand behind her, ready but not aggressive. Still, everything inside me screams that this is wrong, that I shouldn't listen, but a Manhattan sailor and Nehim seem relaxed. What the WTF? Zadens moves to Kayla and shoves a pair of wicked-looking daggers into Kayla's hands with a force that says, use these or die screaming. Take them, he says, voice clipped, his golden eyes flicking between her and the shadows slithering between the ruined buildings ahead. Kayla swallows, her fingers tightening around the hilts like they might bite her. Don't hesitate. Sadens cuts her off, stepping closer, looming. His tone is all steel, all soldier. They are tough and deadly, but vulnerable under their stomachs. And remember, kill the leader and the others will die. Nehim hands a whole sack of weapons to the twins. I stare in shock when they fly off. Zayden approaches me and says, do you trust me? Definitely not. You will fuck anything with a pulse. Not that. Do you trust me to do what's best for Boudoir? I don't know. Why is Kayla riding on a griffin? Come inside. It is a long story. Anything to eat around here? I'm starving. The outpost is colder than I expected. It shouldn't be, given the low flames licking at the stone hearth in the center of the cramped space, but the chill has nothing to do with the air. It's a story Zadens is telling me, the way his voice lowers and his hands clench around the worn edges of the wooden table between us. It makes the room feel smaller and the air heavier. The varmint weren't always what they are now, he says, his voice quiet but carrying over the crackle of the fire. Before the war, they were just another people, another kingdom. I don't move. The varmint exists? Yes. They live with the wyverns, he continues, his thumb tracing slow circles on the table. Not as riders, not like us, but they were bound to them in a way no one else was. Bloodlines woven together over centuries. It made them stronger. It made them, he exhales sharply, shaking his head. It made them dangerous. Stronger how? I ask, shifting in my chair. Zadens watches me, his gaze flicking to Torn before he answers. They didn't just bond with wyverns. They controlled them, bent them to their will, forced them to kill. His jaw tightens, the muscle there jumping. The way they saw it, they were reclaiming what was theirs. No treaties, no balance, just war. A shiver crawls down my spine. All of you know about this? Zayden's lips press together. Yes. Why didn't anybody tell me before now? Nobody speaks. Why? Because Manhattan starts. You will tell, Vile. Yes, definitely, Sailor says. You will tell Payne, your mother, the professors, and post on Instapost in the quad. I will not. Maybe. I don't know. I have trouble keeping secrets. And you are not gifted mentally to understand what's going on, Nehim added.
Jeez.
This is the most complicated part of the book. Don't get me started on how words work. Your mind will explode. I don't have a response to that because I know what he means. Executive Director Yaros and my mother should know. They protect Boudoir and both could assist us in this fight. Nehim laughs. Good luck with that. Yaros is a DEI hire from Patkinstan.
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Jesus Christ.
What is she writing? Or did she mean to spell that?
Was that a spelling error?
No, I think she means it like that.
Patkinstan.
Yeah.
And your mother is, I know, a bitch. I was about to say cunt, but bitch works well. But bitch works as well. I nod. What does that long-legged bitch have to do with all this? Kayla is our contact with poor Emil. They are experiencing attacks as well. The weapons I handed her are made of special steel to fight the varmint. So what happens now? Dinner? We wait. Zayden says, this outpost has no significance militarily. That means the varmint will attack us anytime. Come on, Daddy. Mommy needs my big black dragon. Cheeky, cheeky, bow, bow. Daddy's coming. Oh no, not again. Zayden grabs me, rushes to our room. Before we make passionate love, he straps my Spanx armor around my butt for protection. Does this seem necessary? Yes, I don't want my balls blown off. You don't have control over your bowels yet. My signet, not my bowels. Yes, sorry. The bells for Placentia start ringing. Wyverns cover the sky. The storm inside me crackles, hungry for release. Let's go. I have a fever, and the only prescription is wyvern. Torn roars beneath me, his obsidian scales rippling with power as we plummet straight into the fray from the sky. Wyverns, vicious, winged nightmares with too many teeth and insufficient brains, shriek below, their forked tongues flicking as they search for prey. Lucky for them, we've come to oblige. On your right, Vile. Sailor's voice cuts through the chaos, and I twisted my saddle just in time to see a wyvern banking hard, claws outstretched for me. Lightning surges in my veins, demanding release. I blow my nose, and a bolt of electricity strikes the creature in its open maw. Its eyes explode in a shower of sizzling gore, its skull blackening as it convulses midair, charred flesh curling and crisping before it plummets in a smoking heap to the bloodied battlefield below. Too close, I mutter, flicking the lingering energy from my fingers. No time to gloat. Zayden is already a whirlwind of destruction. He convulses wyverns from him with lethal precision. Safrail rakes her claws through another wyvern, ripping through the flesh and bone with sickening ease, and Zayden sends a gust of pure force at two more, slamming them together with a sickening crunch. Their shattered bodies drop, wings twitching, broken bones stabbing through scaly flesh. He meets my gaze across the battlefield, and in that brief second, we are unbreakable. Nihim isn't so lucky. A wyvern barrels into him from behind, its massive weight forcing his dragon down in a screech of fury. Nihim flails, trying to bring up his blade, but the beast's jaws are already descending, serrated teeth ready to rip his throat open. Not today. I don't think. I move. Torn snaps his wings in a brutal dive, but my stomach lurching as I abandon safety for recklessness. I hit the ground rolling, then slam my paw into the earth. Power courses through me, tingling, burning, and then I let it go. Lightning releases through my ass, striking the wyvern dead center in its skull. The impact makes its head burst like an overripe melon. Shards of bone and brain matter spraying Nihim, who gasps wide-eyed. Blood pounds in my ears, drowning out the wind, screaming past as Torn and I dive through the thick, acrid smoke. The battlefield below is chaos. Dragons and riders locked in mid-air combat. Flames looking at the sky as wyverns screech their challenge. My fingers tighten around the saddle, leather biting into my palm. Focus. I scan the battlefield. Nihim was on my left a moment ago, his sleek emerald dragon weaving between the fray, but now a flash of green. A wyvern twice the size of his dragon slams into them, its hooked claws raking down his beast's side. The dragon bellows, wings crumpling. Nihim is still in the saddle, but barely. Torn, now, I shout, urging my dragon forward. We bank hard, my stomach lurching as we cut through the air like a thrown dagger. I reach for the stored power in my chest, feel it burn through my veins as I ready a strike. One good blast will knock the wyvern loose. I'm just imagining her farting or some shit.
Literally.
But it's already seen me. The beast snarls, its slitted, hungry eyes locking onto Torn and me instead of its wounded prey. Shit, it lunges. Torn twists at the last second, narrowly avoiding the snapping jaws. My heart slams against my ribs. Nihim is still down there, struggling to regain altitude. Girl, I gotta pause. Yes, please.
I think it's almost done.
I was looking for the next break, and I was like, "Fuck!"
I don't
it's not
think there
there.
is one. Wait, where did you stop?
Right where it has the little hyphen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I summon everything I have, pull the raw power into my palm. The air around me vibrates. I throw the strike, a crackling arc of lightning that slices through the smoke and slams into the wyvern's side. It shrieks, body convulsing. But I didn't think. I didn't think about how close Nihim was. The blast missed the wyvern and hits his dragon. Ow, Nihim screams. The green beast shudders, wings folding inward as if they've forgotten how to function. Nihim's body jerks, his harness snapping, and then he's falling and waving goodbye to me. No,
Goodbye, everybody.
I reach as if my hands alone could pluck him from the air, but it's useless. Knee him tumbles, arms flailing, eyes wide with shock before he vanishes into the smoke. His dragon spirals after him, still twitching from my strike, unable to recover. Torn, go, my voice cracks, but even I know it's pointless. The ground is too far, and knee him he's gone. Oh shit, oh shit. The wyvern I hit is still thrashing, but Torn makes quick work of it now, his jaws closing over its throat in a fatal snap. The battle rages on, but my world has shrunk down to one unbearable fact. Something slammed into my side. The pain explodes through my ribs as claws dig deep, slicing through flesh, and suddenly I'm airborne. Torn lifts me. What do you have here? The fat girl has a little power, the varmint says. Who said that? Did he just call me fat? Yes, purple one. Use it to take your revenge. He is up here on your right. I can't see him. Your other right. Whoa, there he is. Get him, Torn. The wind howls around me as Torn's massive wings carve through the sky, each beat of his wings sending a shockwave of power through my body. My thighs clench tight against the saddle, fingers gripping the reins like they are the only things tethering me to existence. Ahead, the wyvern slashes through the air, its leathered wings pumping furiously to escape us. The varmint clings to its back, shrouded in the dark robes that billow like shadows given life. Its elongated limbs swishing with unnatural speed, it stands half the height of a man, but moves with a hunched, predatory grace, its skeletal frame covered in mangy gray fur patches. Its face is a grotesque fusion of human and rodent, a long, twitching snout lined with jagged yellow teeth that glisten with saliva. Beady black eyes gleam with intelligence, a cunning, venomous malice that sends a shiver down my spine. When it speaks, its voice is rasping whisper layered with hunger and spite. Come on, fat one, catch me if you can. You are going to give Torn a heart attack. I can hear him puffing. Its fingers are too long, ending in curved claws, and varmint rot seeps from its skin, a faint greenish black mist curling around it. Its breath reeks of decay, the scent of something that should have died long ago, but instead lingers festering in the dark. Good God, your flight leathers are bursting at the seams. How do your boots stay on with those kinkles?
Jesus.
I will gut you like a fish if I catch you. Yes, that makes sense. I can tell you are starving. Come on, Torn, let's get this asshole. Torn snarls in response, fire bubbling in his throat. Hold on, purple one. He tucks his wings in for a moment, plummeting before snapping them open, propelling us forward with a jarring burst of speed. My stomach lurches, but there is no time to be queasy. The varmint has something clutched in its grasp, a shivering silver vial, its contents swirling like captured moonlight. They can't be good. That means we have to catch him. The wyvern screams as its rider twists, jerking its head towards us. Its eyes, slitted and wrong, glow a sickly green, the unmistakable mark of corruption. A warning shudders through Torn's body, an instinctual response to their foul magic. Torn angles us upwards, the force of it pressing me deep into the saddle. The wyvern tries to bank right, to slip through a cloud bank and vanish into the night, but I see the move coming before it happens. Missed me. Try again. Oops. The wyvern defecates midair.
Ew.
Shit, I scream. Torn twists to avoid it, his body moving perfectly with my command. We shoot above the wyvern, forcing it to veer to the left, exactly where I want them. The varmint turns its hooded head, sensing the trap too late. I grin. Now, Torn. He opens his jaws and unleashes a torrent of flame. The wyvern shrieks as fire kisses its tail, forcing it into a dive. But this bastard is fast. We aren't losing him. Not this close. I yank a dagger from my belt, adjusting my weight as Torn dips towards them. The wyvern's wing clips the edge of a rocky outcrop, its flight faltering for a fraction of a second. This is all I need. I rise in my saddle, balancing against Torn's scales as I hurl the dagger straight at the varmint's shoulder. It strikes home. Ow, what was that? The varmint's words are lost in the wind, and his body lurches sideways. His grip on his weapon falters, and the vial slips from his grasp, tumbling through the air. This is my chance. I blow my nose as hard as I can. Lightning shoots through my nostrils, and varmint's head explodes. All the wyvern collapse and fall to the ground with a thud. The power of the signet has drained me. I throw myself from Torn's back, free falling. I slowly crack my eyes open, feeling groggy and achy, my body sinking into something soft. I'm in the infirmary. I recognize that sterile scent, a mix of medicinal herbs, old parchment, and the metallic tang of blood that no washing can fully erase. I try to move, bad idea. My ribs scream, my arm twinges, and my head feels like Torn used it for a landing pad. Vile? Zadens's voice, warm, steady, not his usual sharp-edged sarcasm. I turn my head, another mistake noted, and find him beside me, his hand wrapped around mine. His grip is gentle but firm, like he's afraid I'll slip away if he lets go. His dark brows are drawn together, his golden eyes holding something I don't recognize. Worry? Relief? Maybe both. You're alive, he says, confirming it for himself. Unfortunately, I rasp my throat raw. His lips twitch, but the usual smirk doesn't come. Instead, he squeezes my hand slightly, his thumb tracing along my knuckles. You scared the hell out of me. Before I can respond, probably with something witty and insufferable, I catch movement at the foot of my bed, and then my entire world stops. I forget the pain, the bruises, the exhaustion clawing at my limbs, because standing there, adjusting the sleeves of his healer robes with the same lazy arrogance he always carried, is my brother, Buster Soren Butt. Welcome to ICU, Vile.
Oh.
The end.
The end.
Jesus Christ.
Fucking finally.
Uh,
Her notes say, "Thank you for giving this book a chance." Oh, my my Kindle doesn't want me to read that because it closed out of it. Here we go. Thank you for giving this book a chance. I hope you enjoyed reading it as much as I enjoyed writing it. I would greatly appreciate any reviews on Amazon. You don't want that, girl. Any posts on Goodreads, Book Talk,
Book Talk. You're welcome.
Facebook, X. The fuck is X? Oh, like
Twitter.
Twitter. Instagram or Pinterest about this parody would greatly help. Look out for more parodies of bestsellers in the future. I think I'm good after this one. This hurt my head.
I don't even know what happened.
And I'm sorry, but I can't give it anything more than 2 stars. It made me laugh at least, but I can't.
I don't even know what the story was. I don't even know what happened.
Yeah, I'm not a parody girl, clearly.
I needed to be watching it, I think.
I think it's still better than Pumpkin Spice Cafe.
Well, we finished it.
Yeah.
That part. We
So
put
there's
ourselves
that.
through it and finished it.
Because, yeah.
Well, guys, that was Fifth Wing by Reid Mockery. Only
Work.
19 pages, 130 some pages. I mean, 19 chapters. See, brain rot because this fucking book.
Literally. Well, if you watched, hope you enjoyed.
We'll be back shortly.
We'll be back shortly for some fun ass content, not this
Yeah.
damn ass book. Reid
We're going
Mockery,
to-
it sucks. Sorry. Sorry, not fucking sorry.
Bye.
Oh.